Come on, move it. Move it. I don't move it, move it. I need you to move it. Move it. Yo, gee, I'm going to get pinged for this. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to back here in NZ. It's been a while since I've done any videoing, and to be honest, I just haven't found the game or had the enthusiasm or the motivation to do anything for a while. And on this channel, I think it's been pretty evident. But it's an older game, but it took my fancy for maybe, what are we talking about, 4 days ago now. And it's Tower Simulator 3. I've played a fair bit on my laptop. Really enjoyed it. I've played about 70 hours already in 2 days, 3 days. And yeah, so today we are going to start the career mode here just to see how things go. Starting here with a bit of morning coffee at St. Thomas Island in the Caribbean there. And we are using purchase database. These will allow me real world airplanes, liveries, schedules for these areas. Okay, anyway, let's get stuck in, shall we, and see how we go. So yeah, this is a few years old, this game, 2022 I believe, a couple of years old. It's been very much updated, and the devs doing a great job. I think the last update was September sometime, massive update. I've only just got the base version originally that came with like 6 airports from including I think LA, LaGuardia, St. Thomas, I think there's a Bermuda one, Raleigh in North Carolina as well. I've also purchased early this morning Heathrow. DLCs aren't too bad for the actual maps and what you get involved here. So here we are, Tower Simulator 3. Let's get stuck in. I am by no far an expert here, but we should be good to go.
St. Thomas ground, K read 741 with information alpha, ready to start.
Alright, let's get my screen set up first. So I'll just see how we're going. I want to just check that. We'll just give it a clearance. Air 8741 cleared for pushback, expect runway 10. Icon size will be about there, tag size about there, point of view get rid of, didn't click there. Air 8741 approved. God, there's always issues. Air 8741 approved, expect runway 17. No, it's not picking me up here. Air 8741 Air 8741 approved, expect runway 10. There we go, we got it right.
Approved, expect runway 10. K read 741.
Okay, we go. Zoom that out. Icon size there, tag size there. Line strength, I like the big line strength. We'll go separation. We'll stick with 5 nautical miles for this one. So I'm going through the radar screen. So if I press F1 here, this is my desk. I can go F2, so F keys will zoom into the airport layout there. We've got the runways and the taxi rays. 3 is my radar. Basically, 4 is just the weather meta, and we can see here we are operating on runway 10 as your strips, which I won't be using, and that's if you get issues. There's a couple of ways you can communicate with the planes.
St. Thomas ground, K read 741 ready to taxi.
Air 8741 continue taxi.
Continue taxi, K read 741.
Excellent. Now I am also using something called Assist for Tower Simulator. It basically takes care of these for me. It doesn't move them around on the game, but it takes care of it on a separate screen application, which I am using. It's a lot better, user friendly. Okay, so it's a pretty good game. You can add a window if you've got monitors here. It will open up another window. You can drag that to one of the other screens and then put in, like you can put in some of these other windows here. So we got all the F keys. F6 we've done as well. F7 is my initial tower view. I don't mind that too much. F8 is going to go towards the end of runway 10. F9 is it gives me a good overview here of the terminal. Bit of a rainy morning here. A little bit more of a look down the runway towards the general aviation, and closer to the end of the runway here in general aviation again. That's where we are looking at. And if I want to, I can go here, F9, I can hold down, this is just my keys, you can set these in settings, hold down, I'm using left, right, left, alt, and I can kind of zoom in on the plane. You can get rid of the tags here if you want, and also a good thing with the tags, you can click on that, double click if you're having issues with voice command, and you can choose from the position for the buttons there and it will do what you ask it to do. Okay, let's have a look at him. Not quite there yet, he's there, you can just see him there. We're looking at a tower view. And there you can see right there, let's have a zoom in on him. Okay. I like the graphics here, though. You got the lights on, everything's looking good. It's a really good effort. Airport lights, it's a bit rainy. Let's put the lights on and just see if it makes a difference. So I can, like I've cleared him to depart, so I can manually push it there. We'll take it to the relevant runway, but like I said, I won't be using that today. Right, let's get the sky cleared. There's no incoming flights. Care Air 8741 cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10 on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. K rate 741.
Brilliant. Haha. Alright. Looks like we have a departure coming up. And we get 100 points for every landing and takeoff that's successful. And he's away. He will automatically contact departure upon reaching 500, because that's what we said. And you can see here, there he is. That's his altitude and speed. So once that gets to 005, you should see all of this go grey, which means he's been handed off. He's no longer our concern. While the top part is in yellow, he is still under our control. And you'll see shortly, and there he goes. He's under departure. Now each airport, if you start, it will save your settings in terms of your camera views. Every new airport you do need to reset them again. It's not too much of a problem. But here we go. So we've got a blank screen in front of us at the moment. I do have a departure an arrival. Nothing arrival scheduled. I do have a departure scheduled shortly.
St. Thomas ground, night cargo 383 with information alpha, requesting push and start.
Night cargo 383, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Night cargo 383.
And you can see, because we've got selected this plane here, who just radioed in, he's showing us in the blue what his path is. We can change that pathing if we want to. He's way over there at the moment. He'll come through along here, and I think one of these, yeah, it might be one of these ones. I think this one is probably due next. We've got another cargo. So cargo terminal, I'll just have a look, show you the map here.
St. Thomas ground, night cargo 383 ready to taxi.
Night cargo 383, continue taxi. So here's your main terminals here.
Continue
this area
taxi.
here.
Night cargo 383.
This area here is your cargo, and general aviation is down here. I'll release that. Let's put you there for now. And tag distance a little bit short for now. So I'm going to just drag this over. I'm not sure if it will show you. And show you what we are using. No, okay, we'll show that another time. But yeah, it's called TIST for Tower Simulator. It's available in the Discord for this game. It's not an official application or add-on, but it's
St. Thomas Tower, Night Cargo 388 on final 10.
Night Cargo 388, clear to land, runway 10.
Clear to land, runway 10. Night Cargo 388.
Yeah, so Night Cargo is probably going to... This is the line here I like to use to kind of whether someone's on the runway or not to take off or land. He's already been approved to land, so he's in sequence to come in. Looking at looking at Night Cargo here, the other Night Cargo that we've got, currently taxiing. He's probably not going to get to there before this fella gets. He might do. We might be able to get one off. So let me know how you think of these, folks. This is going to be a long form format. I'll probably just put it up. I might look at streaming these. I'm not going to put myself into any forced schedules or anything though. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. It will be a long video. It's all going to be today. I think it's a 2-hour shift we're doing today. We're putting on a bit of a shift. And we can have a look at real time. There's the airports. Here he goes, and it's just this.
St. Thomas Tower, Kai 8071 on final 10.
Kai Air 8071, clear to land, runway 10.
Clear to land, runway 10. Kai 8071.
So that's the one we've just cleared here. This is there's two here. Sorry, they're just coming into departures. They're about behind. Now we may have a little bit of separation here. Yeah, we do. Let's get this guy underway. Night Cargo 383 cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10. On reaching altitude 100, contact departure. Night Cargo 383.
Alright, so Night Cargo 383, as you can see now, is on the runway.
St. Thomas ground, Silver Wings 129er with information Alpha, requesting push and start.
Silver Wings 129er, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Silver Wings 129er.
So this guy's starting his roll now. Yep, there he is.
St. Thomas ground, high rate 021 with information Alpha, ready to start.
Go 8021, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Negative, I don't need pushback truck, just approve. High rate 021.
Alright, 8021 approved, expect runway 10. I didn't hear that. Cool.
Approved, expect runway 10. High rate 021.
So we've got two on pushback. We're going to click on this fella now. Go back to my screen. I can see where. So he's got cargo. So he's going to be wanting to taxi there. He'll probably come off here at Charlie because I don't think he's a huge plane. We've got a pushback here and a pushback there. He won't block because he's still got to get through this section here to get into Charlie. So, but I think we can. This guy will automatically hold short of the taxiways. Now there is some airports and sometimes, especially the bigger jets, and I'll show you what we see here. Where most of the time they'll overrun this sort of
St. Thomas
line
ground,
there.
Silver Wings 129er ready to taxi.
Silver Wings 129, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Silver Wings 129er.
St. Thomas ground, high rate 021 ready to taxi.
How far away are you you're a tiny little bugger. Nah, we'll hold them off. Kai rate 8021, stand by. There he is. It's coming in. It's taking a long time. Now the reason I held Kyrate down here is because when this guy comes in, he's more than likely to go via Charlie and then through to the terminal. So if I approved his push back taxi, he'd already be on Charlie, which wouldn't be a problem because this guy should be holding, but I just don't want to risk the overflow it. We'll get the planes on the ground first to move. He can hold. We can get him moving. And then he can, no, yeah, especially because we've already got a plane coming in as well behind. Yeah, you're a fair way away. Let's see, do we have spirit rings? Probably not. Let's have a look. Oh, he's actually overdoing Charlie. All right. Kyrate 8021, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Silver
Kyrate
rings 129.
021.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Right, we're going to get this guy moving too. I think we
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Might push
Runway
that
10.
close.
On reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Nah,
Silver Wings
that'll be right.
129er.
Okay, so he wants to taxi there. Let's clear him to get him to hold short of Alpha. Night Cargo 388, taxi to apron. And then we'll just hold him short of
Taxi
Charlie.
to apron. Night Cargo 388.
Well, we might not need to hold him short though. Let's have a look down here. Boy, that's close. That's going to be tight. Come on, move it. Move it. I don't to move it. Move it. I need you to move it. Move it. Yo, gee, I'm going to get pinged for this. Ah, mama. 2 planes at the same time on an active runway. Oh, I mean... Night Cargo 388, hold short of Charlie.
Hold short of taxiway Charlie. Night Cargo 388.
Might get penalised a little bit for that. Nothing's come up. Alright, we'll let this guy go first. Okay, Air 8071. Continue taxi to terminal. Nah, that's screwed. Kai Air 8071. Taxi to terminal. Kai Air 8071. Taxi to terminal. It's not picking up terminal.
Negative. Invalid target.
So what we do?
Kai 8071.
Taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Kai 8071.
Nothing on final. We're good. We need to clean this mess up. Once he's cleared this intersection, I'll send off Silver Wings. They're both off the apron. Kai Air 8021 cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Silver Wings 833, continue taxi.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Kyrate 021.
Brilliant. Yeah, ooh, that last one when this fella was landing, I left it a little bit late. Night Cargo 388, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Night Cargo 388.
Yeah, he's on his way, a little prop. Okay, we're clear. We are clear. Brilliant. Now that's that one, folks. So they'll move and groove. It's a bit of a stormy morning. Rain. I have the runway lights on just for added visibility. And we'll see how we go. Let's go back to F7. And we'll just push this 2 times until everyone sorts themselves out. And he's in the air, and again we can just keep an eye on him. When he gets to 500 he should be handed over to departure, and he has. Beautiful. Right, let's speed it up a little bit, 4 times speed. So this shift is from 8 till 10 AM, there's time there in game time, but like I said earlier, if you run this at 1 times, it's pretty much
St. Thomas
Tit for
ground.
tat.
Night cargo 385 with information alpha. Requesting push and start.
So again, I can do that like I said, but we'll see how we go. Night cargo 385, pushback approved, expect runway 10. Nope. Night cargo 385, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Negative. Unknown command. Night cargo 385. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Night cargo 385.
Look, Fal, do you want me to come and do it for you? Do you want me to come and push?
St. Thomas ground. Kai 8561 with information alpha. Ready to start.
Guy 8561 approved, expect runway 10. Let's have a look at he is.
Approved, expect runway 10. Kai 8561.
That's the little one there too, so he'll turn around, come throughout. He's on pushback, so he might get out quicker just because he doesn't really have to push back and detach from a little tug. But we'll see. F7. So we've got 2 on the go. Let's have a look here. Let's get speed up time a little bit while they're moving around. We're
St.
pretty
Thomas
clear.
ground. Night cargo 385 ready to taxi.
Night cargo 385. Continue taxi. We'll hold them
Continue
short.
taxi. Night cargo 385.
St. Thomas ground. Kai 8561 ready to taxi.
Kai 8561. Continue taxi. Night cargo 385, hold position. Kai Air 8561, continue taxi.
Hold position. Night cargo 385.
So,
Continue taxi. Kai 8561.
oh. Night cargo 385, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Night cargo 385.
Alright. So they're on the move. I've gone speed to level 2. Brilliant. We've got nothing coming in, nothing scheduled for inbound, so we'll probably just send these guys along their merry way. And we'll line up and wait. Now they can only access via the end of Charlie here onto 10, so there's no, like if we were using 2-way, we could probably get them to use Echo. Kai Air 8561 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I said 1 instead of 5, so I went to 5, 100,000.
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Kai 8561.
Nighthawk 385, line up and wait, runway 10. Okay, so we should have a little bit of activity down there
Line
now.
up and wait. Runway 10. Night cargo 385.
He started his takeoff roll, and night cargo is coming onto the runway. Get a little bit of separation, and then we'll probably send them off. It's not going to be needed a huge amount because they're just both props. Yep, I'll get that there, so we'll get there on the way. Night cargo 385 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. No. Night cargo 385 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. He'll reject and then he'll
Incorrect runway.
accept.
Command property error. Night cargo 385.
Cool.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10, on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Night cargo 385.
We can see from the tower, and there goes night cargo, and good night cargo. Beautiful. And that's how we roll, folks. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody has been well. We're going into Christmas, obviously the Christmas madness, not something I get into, so you know. But yeah, hope everybody's been good. It's been a very long time. And I'll tell you what, this last couple of days, whoosh, we are definitely in the summer. And it's only the first month. My goodness, I am due for a trim. I am a haircut. Might get that done next week. We'll see.
St. Thomas ground, Flamenco 1201 with information Alpha, requesting push and start.
Flamenco 1201, pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10, Flamenco 120
And there she is. That'll be another little. Oh, there we go. Not a little one, but we can go in. Liveries are nice. There's night cargo. So I am using real world liveries and schedules. So an additional pack. I do recommend, if you have this game, buy the bundle, because it comes with real world colours and airplanes schedules as one, rather than paying for two separate ones.
St. Thomas ground, Flamenco 1201 ready to taxi.
Flamenco 1201, continue taxi. I've got nothing coming in, so
Continue taxi, Flamenco 1201.
we've got nothing coming in. So when she gets closer to the runway, we'll probably just give her the good old A-go-K to take off. If you give them too early, they kind of have to repeat yourself. Flamenco 1201, cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 on reaching altitude 500, contact departure, Flamenco 1201.
We haven't lost anybody. So you get 100 points per successful landing and takeoff, but you do lose points as well for infractions and things like that. So and one of them is if you fail to hand off to departures. So I've got time to try and give that full instruction as well. Saves you having to just repeat it.
St. Thomas ground, 9063 Mike with information Alpha, ready to start.
Oh, okay, we've got a GA plane. November 9063 Mike. Approved. Contact. Expect runway 10. Nope. Maybe.
Negative. I'm on the ground. 9063 Mike.
St. Thomas ground. High rate 081 with information Alpha, ready to start.
November 9063 Mike. Approved. Expect runway 10. High rate 8081. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Although I don't think you need pushback. You may be just going.
Approved. Expect runway 10. 9063 Mike.
Let's double check high rate one. What did they say? High rate 8081 approved. Expect runway 10. There we go. Come on, pal. You're not picking it up. There we go.
Approved, expect runway 10. High rate 081.
It says Kai rate, it's actually Kai Air. Kai Air. Sometimes the voices, I'm on default, which is kind of like dynamic voices. Sometimes the accents, I guess.
St. Thomas
Fun.
ground. 9063 Mike ready to taxi.
Nine. Fuck's sake. November 9063 Mike. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi. 9063 Mike.
Now, he may hold short of bra of the end of the runway there. I'm not sure. Probably will. Yeah, we'll see. November 9063 Mike. Cross runway 10.
Cross runway 10. 9063 Mike.
Cool.
St. Thomas ground. High rate 081 ready to taxi.
Thai Air 8081, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. High rate 081.
So far we haven't got any of the big ones. Not sure if we will get to that shift. Let's have a quick nosy here at some of the bigger planes. So we've got a United here. Nice livery there. And a JetBlue. Not sure if they're going to be on our schedule today. We might not have the time. We'll just wave at the passing
St. Thomas ground. K564 with information Alpha ready to start.
Guy Air 564 approved. Expect runway 10. Okay.
Approved and expect runway 10. K564.
See how it sounded different from this fella? Kite Air 8081 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Right, we'll get going.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. High rate 081.
November 90. No, you won't pick up that. November 9063 Mike, runway 10. Line up and wait.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. 9063 Mike.
St. Thomas ground. K564 ready to taxi.
Kite Air 564, continue taxi. Once he's up in airborne,
Continue taxi. K564.
and he is, and he's well and truly airborne, we'll get the other fella out the way. November 9063 Mike, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. So
Command
here we
requirement
are.
missing.
What?
9063 Mike.
9063 Mike. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. So sometimes you've got to repeat yourself a little bit.
Cleared for
It's,
takeoff. Runway 10.
one of
On
those is
reaching
voice
altitude
recognition.
500. Contact departure. 9063 Mike.
You do have to push it. There's a push to talk button on the keyboard. I've got mine binded to tab. Just one of those things.
St. Thomas Tower, carry 251 on final 10.
Care 8251, cleared to land, runway 10.
Clear to land, runway 10. Carry 251.
Care Air 564, cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. K564.
Cool. So Kai Air is on his way to going. I've got a list there next to me of the actual names, so it's just obviously voice recognition, the computer voices they're using, different technically accents, you know how they say things. It does help. I like it. I really like this game. Like I said, I spent about 70 odd hours. Voice recognition is A lot of it is user error. Some people trying to give commands that don't exist. There's a set list of how to say things to get things done. I've barely touched the surface, really. So people are complaining that our voice command doesn't work. It's because they're trying to say their own thing. It's designed obviously a certain way to say certain phrases a certain way, compared to, say, you know, maybe you'll use VATSIM and stuff like that, or just real controllers or whatever. It's not. So yeah, before you moan about the voice recognition, look into it. You might want to set up Windows and make sure that you have the American language English set up as well as a recognition. That helps the game. And I always, on my laptop and here, I did a speech recognition kind of walkthrough. It just gets you to say some phrases. I find that helps. But up here on this, I am using my microphone, which is obviously not a headset one. So I use one of these downstairs. It makes a lot of it difference because obviously your mic's right here. This one's a little bit further away. So we'll see how we go, but so far it's working. There's always issues. And sometimes it's user error. You know, what comes out of here? My accent and stuff. So we go. So we have an airplane on approach, coming in close by.
St. Thomas Tower, night cargo 500 on final 10.
Night cargo 500, clear to land, runway 10. Okay.
Clear to land, runway 10. Night cargo 500.
Well, looks like we've got a JetBlue boarding at the moment, so we'll get that sorted. And we've just had a landing. You can see that out the window. Kai Air. I'm clicking them now. Excellent. So he'll come through. I want to just see how short does he overgo this line. See, they slightly overdo it. On Jets, it's a bit more noticeable. Kai Air 8251, continue taxi to terminal. Nope. Kai Air 8251, taxi to terminal. Come on. Kai Air 8251, taxi to terminal. Yay! I speak too fast sometimes. You do have to be a bit more
Carry
precise.
251. Negative. Invalid target. Carry 251. Taxi to terminal. Carry 251.
Beautiful. He's coming in on approach. Not too far away. He's obviously going a little bit slower.
St. Thomas
There we go.
ground.
JetBlue, baby.
JetBlue 435 with information alpha. Requesting push and start.
And JetBlue 435. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. I also
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. JetBlue 435.
Alright. You're coming in. Where are you heading?
St. Thomas ground, Kyrate 201 with information alpha, ready to start.
Kyrate 8201 approved. Expect runway 10. Okay, so we've got this little fella here.
Expect runway 10. Kyrate 201.
And we got the big old JetBlue. So let's watch these go through at the moment. The little one should hold short.
St. Thomas
Actually, will
ground,
do.
Kyrate 201 ready to taxi.
Okay, so you're coming through. Excellent. Yeah, we'll get the small one out of the way. Kyrate 8201, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Kyrate 201.
Night cargo 500, taxi to apron.
Taxi to apron. Night cargo 500.
St. Thomas ground. JetBlue 435 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 435, continue to taxi. So they should all have been given their...
Continue taxi. JetBlue 435.
You haven't been listening.
Continue taxi. Kyrate 201. St. Thomas ground, Kyrate 201 ready to taxi.
Excellent, so we've got 3 there. Nothing on the ground. JetBlue behind the little tiny one. But that will work out anyway because he can just go for it. He's not going to have to wait a bit longer behind JetBlue to not get smashed behind the turbulence. Kai Air 8201 cleared for departure on Kai Air 8201 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. I'm not sure if you got that.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. Kai rate 201. Cleared for takeoff. Runway
JetBlue
10.
435,
On reaching
runway
altitude
10, line up and
500.
wait.
Contact departure. Kai rate 201.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. JetBlue 435.
Alright, you're reaching that. And there's gone. I'll let him just once he's in the air, out of the radar. And wait till he gets to the 500, then we'll give him a bit of separation because the JetBlue's not going to take long to get airborne and to get some speed going. So we'll just give him 1,000 separation here before we clear JetBlue. Okay. JetBlue 435 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 435.
Woo doggy, she's away. There she goes. Yeah, I'll change that camera setting probably from here over to look this way so we can get a side-on angle.
St. Thomas ground, Anguilla 3341 with information Alpha, ready to start.
Cool, where are you, fella? Down in GA, not a problem. Aquila 3341 approved, runway 10. Expect runway 10. Just got that in time.
Approved, expect runway 10, Anguilla 3341.
That's good when you get into a groove. So once she's done pushback and ready to go, we'll give her automatic cross as well, so she doesn't have to stop there. She's just spinning around. Okay, so she's ready to go.
St. Thomas ground, Anguilla 3341 ready to taxi.
Aquila 3341, continue taxi, cross runway 10. See if that works as one. And
Continue taxi.
did.
Crossed runway 10,
Brilliant.
Anguilla 3341.
Okay, so she's going to be ready to rock and roll momentarily. Now if I look at here, I'll just show you again. All this is gone. You don't have to clear it. But as part of the game, you can do manual. So you would say, you know, she's gone there, okay, cool, ground, no problem. Arrived at the terminal, or however they're done. Which is not too bad, especially when you've got time like this, but I have a different app, like I had mentioned earlier on, I am using, called Assistant for Tower Simulator 3, available from the Discord. Not my Discord, the game's Discord, okay? Well worth it. And you don't need the real world stuff to get this app. It basically just takes care of the strips for you, okay? Puts them in a better layout as well. It does it automatically based on your voice commands and stuff. So, or your inputs. Anguilla 3341 cleared for takeoff, runway 10. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
cleared for takeoff. Runway 10 on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Anguilla 3341.
Meep. There's a little bird. Looks like she's just floating. And she's airborne, folks. Oof, can we even see her from here? There she goes. Beautiful. We'll be close to wrap up, I think. We've got 20 odd minutes left to go. I think we are handling maybe 2 more planes, but we don't think we'll have the full coverage of it.
St. Thomas ground. Global Jets 2226 with information alpha. Requesting push and start.
Global Jets 2226. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Global Jets 2226.
Let's go and have a look at Global Jets. Oh, there you are. G'day, mate. How are you? Look at those colourful houses. Whoa. So he'll get a pushback. Oh, it's the wrong one. Might help if we look at it. I think this fella's next though, right? So he'll go that way and we'll give him the crossing as well. I wonder if we can send him via Bravo and then to Charlie. Doesn't really matter.
St. Thomas ground. Global Jets 2226 ready to taxi.
St. Thomas
Global
Tower.
Jets
Twilight
2226.
35 on
Continue
final
taxi.
10.
Cross runway 10. Who was that?
Continue taxi. Cross runway 10. Global Jets 2226.
Twilight 35. Clear to land, runway 10. Had to make sure she was going to listen to
Clear to
Twilight.
land. Runway 10. Twilight 35.
And Global is on his way. But this will end shortly. We might be able to get him off. Yeah, we'll see. There's enough separation. We're going to have another one to clear. We'll just leave that screen open for now. Because what are you going to be? Tradewind. Okay. We'll just listen to him.
St. Thomas Tower, Tradewind 706 on final 10.
Trade winds 706, clear to land, runway 10.
Clear to land, runway 10. Tradewind 706.
You're not quite gunning it fast enough, Mr. Global Jets. You need to get more global with your jets. Because I think Twilight, yeah, it's about the maximum separation we want there. He says, looking at the radar, no, we might be okay. And that's the end. See, didn't quite get it. So you can see a summary there. Total airplanes handled 17, 13 takeoffs, 4 landings. No mistakes at all, major, minor, or fatal, thankfully. And total game time and 1,500 points. So we got a bonus, so that's 2,700 points. Go to menu. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is all for today. And you'll see a summary. You can reset. There is an option, I think, under career or somewhere to reset stats, and that resets all these. But that's a good start. I'll see you next time for our next episode in career, and it'll be just another day in the office, folks, at St. Thomas. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I am Parkera. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Sooner than later, anyway. Kia kaha.